There's an old saying that says, "The happiest people are those not getting more, but giving more." Elizabeth Bordeaux certainly fits that category. Her lifelong passion for equestrian sports has taken her from her early days at the Montreal Pony Club to jumper judging and stewarding in British Columbia, serving as a founding member of the Equine Canada Sports Council, and tenure for 6 years as chair of Jump Canada. This year, we are proud to welcome Elizabeth Bordeaux into the Hall of Fame as a builder.
One of the classiest ladies I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, who had an amazing love of the horse and of our sport and dedicated thousands and thousands of hours of volunteer time. And it was a joy to work with. Always concerned herself with making sure that anything we did positively affected everyone, was never slanted in the direction of any one group or any person, one of the fairest people I've ever met.
She is probably one of the most ethical people I've ever met. Very disciplined, a great consensus builder. I mean, she could get people to agree. She was fabulous at presenting both sides of the story, which is one of the hardest things to do as a chair, because you have to be able to be fair and equal and present both sides. And she could certainly do that. But she would also guide us towards the right conclusion. She was very clever at that.
Her sense of fairness was palpable, and you knew that she always had the first thing that crossed her mind, what's the right thing to do? And she was measured in her responses, which is a great attribute to being a steward, for instance.
Every time she looked into the ring, she was looking forward to great competition. She wanted to ensure that everything she could do would provide a fair opportunity for everyone in that competition.
She's had many roles within the National Federation. She was the Jump Canada chair for a number of years, the Rules Committee chair, and also the finance chair. So that would be a total of 18 years that she has been a contributing factor to the hunter-jumper discipline in Canada.
Elizabeth's tireless contributions were formally recognized by Equine Canada in 2003 and Jump Canada in 2009 when she was named Volunteer of the Year. But her consistent attention to detail has also endeared her to her peers.
Notorious for her note-taking, she was always yelling at me at meetings to slow down my talking so that she could get it all in, and wanted to make sure that she heard everything that was said. And very, very precise.
When Elizabeth being on committee, any email or anything that I had to send, we can get a little lax about how we construct our thoughts in an email. And if anything I ever had to do that Elizabeth was going to read, I was always extra cautious to make sure the grammar was correct and it was properly phrased. So Elizabeth's just, she just makes us all raise our bar a little.
We've been producing the Jump Canada newsletter for over 10 years, and Elizabeth has been a member of the editorial board for the entire duration. Every month, I send out the document for review to the editorial board, and that's a Word document that can range anywhere from 14 to 20 pages in length. I absolutely refuse to let the document go any further to layout and design or to translation until I have Elizabeth's comments back, because invariably I know she will find some sort of grammatical mistake or typo. It doesn't matter how thoroughly I've reviewed them myself, I know Elizabeth will always find something that needs improvement. And for that, I am always eternally grateful.
Grammar and punctuation skills aside, it is Elizabeth's diplomatic and people skills that are responsible for her nomination to the Jump Canada Hall of Fame.
Her contributions are amazing. She was always the best at leading the meetings. She made you feel like, sort of like you were sitting around her kitchen table and we were making a plan for our sport for the future, but she did it in a sort of a formal boardroom fashion. She was really good at that.